Well, good morning and welcome. I haven't seen you guys in a very long time. It's been a whole month. I think I saw three kids out and about in society. But otherwise, I'm down here in the bunker, and this is where all of the chemistry happens. I know that behind me, yeah, I've got a mess back there, but that's only the part of the basement. Anyway, yeah, that's where I am. I'm down in the basement. I have two computers running here and three cameras so I can do my videos and stuff. But I thought I would maybe just give you guys an update because I tell so many stories during class that I haven't told stories for about a month. And so we did try to have a Google Meet session with a couple of people, but that was awkward because nobody knew what to talk about. And so we didn't have any stories to share. We don't know what we're doing yet, guys. This is still new to us. Um, but I guess maybe I'll give you guys a morning update, or maybe I'll have a report or something to share. The first report, I guess, to tell you about how um, the first week after we got out, we had like a week of school or a week of online learning, and then I got a phone call and they said, the school said, we need you to clean out your science rooms. You have until Friday. I said, what are you talking about? They said, yeah, you have a week, and then the construction crew is going to come in. And they figured because we were off of school for 3 weeks or whatever it was going to be, they said, well, um, we can get a head start on construction. I was counting on you guys to help me. You know how much stuff I have in the chemistry room and the physics room? I was really going to have a food day, and your lab was going to be, hey, go fill that box with beakers or whatever. So that didn't happen. Um, so I actually went in, I think it was like a Friday night at like 7 or 8 o'clock. And you guys know there's the right way, the wrong way in the Benway. And I decided, I'm not going to complain because by the time you get done complaining, you could have actually had the job done. Fine. Um, so I found a lot of boxes. By the time I was done, and I'll tell you the rest of the story later, but in 1 week I packed 200 some boxes. Just insane. But anyway, that first day, that first evening, I had to do a lot of stuff with the chemicals because they also said, hey, you need to get rid of these chemicals. We have to move them to a safe part of the school while we do construction. I don't know if you guys know how many chemicals I have back there. And people were scared to help because they thought that, they think that that is all full of radioactive stuff and um, the place is going to burst into a great big ball of flames. And no, actually, it's kind of boring back there. I had to make sure all of the bottles are closed completely, that if it didn't have the right kind of bottle, I had to put it in a new bottle and label it. And that took several hours. Plus, I had to make a lot of phone calls. And then I have to look around the building to see if there's other chemicals, because apparently I'm the chemical guy. I know that probably makes a lot of you nervous, but okay. So I have to be the chemical guy. And so we didn't find anything really bad. And anything I did find, I organized. I had gloves on. But we want to make sure nothing's going down the drain, that nobody finds some dangerous chemicals or anything like that. So it's all wrapped up. But that took probably 3 or 4 days just in the chemistry stock room to make sure everything's okay. We have a lot of chemicals. But they're safe and they got put away. And yeah, so it wasn't a very exciting thing. But really, the other thing is that when we found out we had to box up the rooms, not all the teachers could help because if you remember, everybody's so worried. What if you have a little bit of a fever, or you have a little bit of a cough, or maybe you're at risk, or you have somebody at home that we have to be careful of, that we don't want them to get sick. So some of the teachers couldn't come in. And so I ended up doing the chemistry room, the physics room, 2 labs, the science office, and the refrigerator room. And talk about a mess. I mean, so I just came in and they gave me boxes and I had to learn how to put the boxes together. They're pretty sturdy, but it took forever. Um, and so I spent most of the time folding boxes, filling boxes, folding boxes, filling boxes. But let me tell you, in the chemistry room alone, there are 170 lab drawers. Just in the lab. That doesn't include the stock room where we keep all the beakers or the cabinets where we keep everything. 170 drawers. And I had to go through every one of them. That's stuff I wanted you guys to do. Okay? So either I owe you a food day or somebody owes me a food day. But I went through every drawer. Nothing fun. I mean, all I found were old test tubes, lab drawers that somebody didn't clean out, stuff like that. But it takes time, and so everything had to go in a box and everything had to be separated. And I threw out probably 3 garbage cans. I mean, the big ones like you have at lunch. I threw out about 3 garbage cans full of just stuff from like forever ago. But every box had to be closed up, taped, labeled once or twice with my name on it, and then chemistry, and then what's in there. And I just started with the beakers. Didn't bother putting newspaper in there. Didn't try to put packing. I said, I hope they don't break. Put them in there. And so it took forever. I don't know how you put meter sticks in a box, but we figured some things out. That's what I did. It probably took 2-3 days just to do the chemistry room. Okay, all the books, all the beakers, all that glassware that nobody knows what it is, Bunsen burners, everything. And that room took probably 100 boxes. I didn't clean anything because, hey, they're going to tear everything out. So it took forever. Then I had to go to the physics room, and Mrs. Bartlett helped out with that. That was pretty cool. And we have more stuff in there than we did in the chemistry room. And there's rocks, and there's stuff for physics. I mean, springs and carts and just garbage. I mean, just stuff. I do have 3 coffee pots. I found I have 3 coffee pots. In case the first 2 break, I still have another coffee pot. And I might have had a 4th one that I gave away. So at least I'm safe there, In the physics room, there are 213 coffee mugs. I counted all of them, 213 coffee mugs. And they're all in boxes. That only took probably half an hour to do. I was really surprised. I didn't pack them in paper. I said if they break, then I have 212 more. Still don't know what I'm going to do with them. But we put them away. So packing the physics room took a very long time. And I didn't go through all those lab drawers because I don't care. We don't use them. But some of those drawers probably haven't been opened since about 1980, Then I had to clean up the science room, my little office back there. There's a lot of stuff back there. That took like 4 or 5 hours, believe it or not. And then we have that refrigerator room and lots of surprises back there, stuff that we haven't seen since 1980, So that's how I spent most of my time that first week. There were some cool things, though. I mean, I did find some old chemicals that they didn't really scare us, but it was kind of cool. There's some rooms in the school that most people probably don't even know exist. And I had to go digging around there with the gloves. I had the janitor with me, and we were going into some weird places. We didn't find anything that was really cool, nothing that was scary or anything like that, but just old, and but that takes time. And so I was doing detective work and just running around the building with lots of construction workers. But I had people listening to me because they were asking me questions. Hey, what do we do about this? And how do we move this? And where can we go? And blah, blah, blah. But they wouldn't come near the chemistry stockroom. They're convinced like there's nuclear stuff back there. They think like the whole place is radioactive, and they're just scared. So they look at me with big eyes and wonder, hey, what are you doing back there? And I tell them, don't come back here, which was kind of nice because I could do my own thing and nobody would come in and bother me. And so anyway, that's the update about the storage I will tell you, I have pictures. We put all the chemistry stock and the physics stuff, all that stuff in a safe place. I have pictures. And by the time we got done, I personally packed at least 200 boxes. So anyway, that's the storage part. I have stories about Norm, my dad. I'll share stories about him. I can give you some stories about what the building looks like because of all of the construction. I'll tell you what it's like for all the stuff that I'm doing here in the bunker where I'm doing all of your lessons and stuff like that too. But I do miss being with you guys. It really is different trying to do everything online, and I got philosophies on that too. But I hope you guys aren't going to be strangers. You guys can send me updates and we can do a Google Meet. But I figured this video is already 11 minutes long. Maybe I'm not that interesting. So I will tell you, because I know a lot of you are worried, I'm still drinking coffee. In fact, I'm up to about a pot a day. I discovered how to make pour over coffee, and it's really good. It's like really awesome. But the problem is I can't drink it after 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I will be up all night. I make it just way stronger than I probably should. But it's awesome. So I'm getting a lot done, and it's going well. But hopefully we'll be back together soon. But I couldn't tell you. I don't have any more information than you guys do about when school's going to happen or prom or graduation. And I just hope that we can make the most of it. So that's morning report number 1. And I hope to see you guys sometime soon. See ya.